Boy meets girl, but you should know up front, this is not a love story.
What's going on, y'all? Let's talk about this Travis Scott situation. If you don't know who Travis Scott is, he's a rapper. And while he was performing recently at his festival, Astroworld, a lot of crazy things was going on in the crowd. People start going into cardiac arrest. And while that was happening, it's all caught on footage. Travis Scott continued to perform. Now, I see a lot of people online are trying to blame Travis. I do have to say before I even play a clip that it has to be hard to know exactly what's going on in the crowd with that many people with all the loud noises. But from the footage I've seen, it did look crazy. Some people are saying it looked kind of demonic. And that's not an over exaggeration, fam. The footage is pretty bad. I'm going to put as much as I can into it, but I can't show everything.
Breaking news, tragedy at a music festival in Houston. At least 8 people have died and many more injured after a crowd rushed toward the stage at the Astroworld Festival last night. Now, this video appears to show the moment rapper Travis Scott paused his set on stage as he saw an ambulance approaching. Houston's fire chief says the surge by festival goers sparked chaos in the crowd of 50,000 people and completely overwhelmed medical personnel. People in the crowd attempted CPR on the injured, according to the witnesses. And loved ones of those who were at the festival still may not have answers. This is Houston officials have set up a hotline to report missing people. CNN's Rosa Flores is in Houston. Rosa, what else have you been hearing from the witnesses?
You know, from the individuals that I've talked to, they describe the chaos. They describe how the people who were shorter in the crowd had more trouble breathing. The people that were taller in the crowd were able to gasp air. They describe it as a mob, and how for some of them, it was their survival instincts that kicked in, that they literally just wanted to get out of there. They wanted air and they wanted water. I talked to 2 individuals who actually say that during Travis Scott's performance, at multiple intervals, he stopped to say and point to areas of the crowd where people needed medical attention. And these individuals described that they themselves couldn't breathe. Take a listen.
It was going on for over 2 hours. I mean, it just got worse and worse. Everyone's like, you just can't breathe. You just feel like there's a weighted blanket on you. It was so hard to move your arms, and it was so hard to breathe that I was pushing whoever in front of me just to get a breathe, just breathe.
After a few of the concert goers passed out, some people actually went up and tried to stop the concert and alert Travis Scott and a bunch of the people on stage what was going on.
That's okay, we see you real quick. Chase me, let's do it.
Travis Scott himself actually noticed this and did say something.
Now we're in there, bro. Shut the fuck up. Exactly right. Now we're in there. People are fucking dying over it. That's somebody's life. That's somebody's kid. 2 hands to the sky. I'm gonna save them. 2 hands to the sky. 2 hands up, y'all. 2 hands up. Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me. Let's go. You gotta hope people take care of them.
After this, Travis Scott continues and he sings as he's looking directly at the body that's being lifted up and carried out. I don't know if he was aware of how far this went. I think he probably thought that they passed out and it was just oh, they just passed out. Let me continue the show. But it did look kind of demonic. That's a lot of people are saying all over Twitter, yo, it looks super demonic. It kind of did. I'm gonna play the beginning of it, but I'm not going to play the whole thing because I don't want to show the body. Travis Scott actually spoke out about this via Instagram. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You guys informed on what's going on. I love you all. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated. I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated. So if you have any information, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. City of Houston, HPD, fire department, everyone to help us figure this out, the show, and help them get the help they need. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. My fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I just stop.
Okay, I'm not trying to go too hard on the young man, fam, because I do have to admit that I'm well aware that if you're on the stage, there's a lot of noise. You might not know what the hell's going on in the crowd. For sure. Even if he was looking directly at the people, he probably thought that they passed out, right? All this stuff he's saying in this, like, I guess, apology or whatever is, it just don't really sit well with me. It kind of rubs me the wrong way. It seems like a publicist actually wrote this for him and was like, yo, go ahead and go on and say this. And I'm not trying to go too hard, fam, but you're a big artist. You had Drake on the stage, fam. Drake was on the stage, which means you're on a certain level, fam. Especially with all the records and all this stuff. You're not no small timer, dude. You're definitely not. So you should have had someone there, fam. Actually, I found a clip of someone who passed out while there, who worked in the medical field, who said there wasn't proper medical staff on site.
So for the volume of people that were there, and your expertise as someone who works in the medical field, do you feel that there were enough medical resources available?
Not even a little bit. When I followed the security guard that said, "Can you come help me?" after he heard I was a nurse, I followed him, and I mean, the situation I saw was absolutely traumatic.
This is a really tragic event, and it's sad because it could have been prevented, fam. It could have been prevented, but nah, they didn't want to have the proper medical staff on site. Like, that's insane to me, fam. And I've heard about these type of things happening in plenty of concerts. So this isn't like the first time. And it's really sad, fam. As I was looking at some of the clips, people were posing next to the bodies. That's the type of world that we live in, fam.
We have two people who were at that concert last night, and they can tell us what they witnessed. Timothy Perez and Joseph Gonzalez, both joining us now. So Timothy, I'll start with you. When did you realize something was wrong?
Honestly, I started realizing it when since this concert was over with, everybody started heading towards our stage. And as soon as the music started jumping, that's when everybody just started pushing in, and everybody was just so squeezing into us, we couldn't even move. We were like this the whole time. You literally, when you would move, you couldn't move, like I mentioned. And you just really felt like you were just frozen. You just stood there.
And Joe, what did you see? What did you do? What did you see happening around you? And where exactly were y'all in the crowd as compared to the stage?
As far as the stage, we're at the very front. Not the very front, but we held the rail. And like he said, as soon as the concert started, the concert goers, they just pushed. And from what we seen, we actually experienced, we couldn't breathe. And we had security at the rail. And for whatever reason, they were not helping us at all. They were uncooperative. They didn't want to pull nobody out.
Did you say something to security? Did you say, I'm being squeezed, people are pushing, what's going on, I need help? Did you say something to security at that point, Joe?
I had a whole section screaming, help, help, and nobody was doing nothing. They, like I said, for whatever reason, they didn't want to help. And I don't know if it was because they were streaming live or whatever the case was, but there was passed out bodies just being held up because it was so compact, and like the deaths there, there were deaths right in front of us, and they weren't helping at all.
I'm sorry, did you say what was in front of you?
Like dead bodies in front of us.
Apparently, him and Drake are being sued right now for a certain amount of money because of the events that took place. If you don't know about it, I'll give you a brief description, but check out the video that I did yesterday on it. It gives you full detail and clips and all of that. But a brief summary is that he threw a concert. His fans came. Some people stormed the gates, just rushed in, right? A lot of people are saying there was a stampede. A lot of people were going through cardiac arrest and passing out. And the concert did not stop. It did not stop at all. He continued to go. I see a lot of people going back and forth on the internet about that. Should Travis have stopped the concert and did something? Should he have kept going? I'm on the side of he should have stopped the concert. There's been a plethora of different artists that have been mid-performance, had seen someone passed out in the crowd, stopped it, and just said, hey, let me actually try to see what's going on.
Very carefully, very calmly. Move like this right now. Side to side. Everybody that's in the middle, move, move. Thank you very much. Please keep quiet. You're gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. I say, I can't tell you how many times this shit happens at a concert. This is real. I want you guys to make sure that you feel okay and you're good. Is it another one? Well, let's do the same thing. Somebody pick them up, and everybody right here, look at me. Everybody look at me. And I want you to spread like this. Whoa. Whoa. Don't worry, everything's fine. You guys make sure that you're drinking water, stay hydrated. People come here, they wait outside for hours all day. You know what I'm saying? I get it, I feel you, but it's like, it ain't worth waking up in the hospital tomorrow. If you're thirsty, go get something to drink. Do you hear what I'm saying? Everybody back up, look. Watch out! Y'all fucking idiots don't know how to march. Pick those girls up, bro. Pick the girls up! Pick the fucking girls up! What's wrong with y'all? Hold up. Yo. We got a little problem up here. Pick them up right now. Everybody up. Sorry, you guys. We gotta look out for safety first, for real. Let's go over it one more time. When someone falls, what do you do?
Another thing that I see a lot of people debating online is Travis Scott responsible for the energy that was going on in that atmosphere that night? Yes, I really do believe so. For one, there was a tweet that was allegedly deleted from Travis Scott. And the crazy thing is on the website, when I was looking and doing research into it, there's Travis Scott fans underneath the comment section calling the website a snitch for showing this deleted tweet with Travis Scott promoting for his supporters to sneak into his concerts, even though it's over capacity. Fam, yeah. Yeah, that's you got to take some kind of responsibility when you're doing that kind of stuff, for sure. And then on top of that, apparently this isn't the first time this incident has happened or things like this has happened. So peep this, right? I'm sitting here doing research for this video, and I see a lot of people online saying it's not Travis' fault, as if Travis Scott has not had a history of telling his supporters and fans to do a lot of crazy things. Did you know back in 2017 that he instructed his fans to jump off a balcony, leading to one person being paralyzed? I don't think a lot of people knew that. So with that in mind and seeing all these recent events, you don't think there's any kind of connection? Huh? You don't think the deleted tweet? None of that. The deleted tweet that we just gonna act like that one exists, right? Well, I know he's probably acting like it don't exist. BXBeastBoy is gonna get canceled for the 400th time? Huh?
I see you, bro. Are you gonna do it? Give me 18 real quick. I see you, but are you gonna do it? I ain't gonna lie. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. They gonna catch you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Boy.
I've also been seeing a lot of demonic energy and spiritual talk. I'm gonna play a clip from someone who was actually there, and then I'm gonna give my opinion on that.
It just felt like we was like literally like in fucking hell, bro. Like it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe, you couldn't see. Like just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like I kid you not. Like in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted, and the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning black and blue. Like I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything, like, you know, like I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like after tonight, bro, like God really showed me, like, you know, like stay away from that shit, bro. Like that shit not for you, cause like he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like for real. Like so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me.
To be honest, I never really go the whole super conspiracy, this is Illuminati route. Hell no, especially after all the research I've done on situations like this. Nah, but what I can say, or what I want to speak on, is the prevention. The prevention, fam. No one's really speaking on that. What could have been done to make sure that this didn't happen, fam? Was there enough medics there? Could Travis Scott maybe could not have promoted for his fans to go do stuff like that? Like that's something that should be spoken about, and I don't really see that much people talking about it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section.
As families try to cope after Friday's tragedy, some are still hoping and praying their loved ones who were injured will pull through. That includes a 9-year-old at Texas Children's Hospital who was at the festival with his dad and was trampled. Xavier Walton has been speaking with the family. Xavier, obviously the family devastated.
Ron, they are devastated. You know what? I just got off the phone with Ezra Blunt's aunt, and she said the family is just hoping, they are praying that Ezra simply just opens up his eyes. The 9-year-old is here at Texas Children's Hospital on a ventilator in a medically induced coma, fighting for his life. On Friday, though, he was at the Astroworld Music Festival with his father on his shoulders. That's when Ezra Blunt's dad started getting crushed and says he just couldn't breathe and passed out. When he woke up, his 9-year-old boy was gone. And once they found Ezra, he had severe injuries. His dad describing it as trauma to nearly all organs. And now, like we just mentioned, he is in a medically induced coma on a ventilator. Now, attorney Ben Crump is representing the family as they hope and pray that this 9-year-old Ezra Blunt pulls through. That's the latest here outside of the Texas Children's Hospital.
This kid, fam, a 9-year-old is in really critical condition. He's in a coma because of this, fam. Now, I had some opinions saying that I would never even bring the kid there in the first place, but we don't know if that was his favorite artist and he was with his father. His father was there. But in the midst of all the things that was happening, his father passed out, and that led to this. This is extremely unfortunate. And this guy, Travis Scott, that bull crap ass apology that he did, just I just want to tell y'all, I didn't like it, fam. I did not like it. The fact that he has a whole history of doing things like this too as well. Check out my previous videos. I'll link it down below. I'll go into detail and I'll show clips, fam. People have been paralyzed from going to Travis Scott concerts. And there's still a lot of people out here justifying any of his actions. I know. I don't want to rush to conclusions and say that everything's his fault. I'm not saying that. But to say that he has no kind of responsibility or shouldn't take any is ridiculous, fam. He could have stopped a lot of that stuff. And the behavior that he shows when he engages with his fans is horrible. It's like he then rewards poor behavior, fam. Go crazy, do all of that. I'm an anarchist. I understand wanting to be free, but there's still some kind of responsibility you should have as a human, fam. Look at the 9-year-old, fam. There's no way in hell you could say that, oh, I don't care about that. I just want to have a good time, which is exactly what these people were doing when they was dancing. And I don't mean that in like a metaphoric sense or like a figure of sense. No. These people were literally shaking their ass and dancing as Travis Scott continued to perform, as people were just being stumped all over. That's horrible, fam. His ex-manager came out to add to the flames, fam. And let me just be straight up before I even play the clip. He's being petty, without a doubt. That don't mean what he's saying isn't true, or we shouldn't take a look at what he's saying as if it would give us, I guess, some kind of character statement. Like we really treat the internet like it's a court of law. That's insane, fam. But let's take a look at it, and then I'm going to give you my opinion.
Travis Scott is the worst person I worked with in my entire career in music. 8 people are dead and hundreds more injured after Travis Scott's callous, reckless behavior at Astroworld. And I hate to be the one saying this, but I saw this coming and I tried to tell everyone. The story that D-Dot is telling is true. I'm Travis Scott's former manager. I'm the one who had a seizure, and I'm the one that he left for dead in a basement in Los Angeles. I originally told my account in 2013, and then it recirculated on Reddit about 6 years ago. The stories coming out of Astroworld and all the videos documenting the evidence are quite clear, and they align with what I know about Travis Scott. When he sees people in harm or danger, he tends to only continue thinking about himself. And to make it worse, he's been doing this for years at other concerts. I could go on and on about the theft of sessions, assaults, and all the lies that he's told in his career. But the thing that I want you to understand most is that I think it's time to spill a little tea, as the kids on the internet say, and I don't mind doing this because Travis Scott is genuinely a horrible person. So in 2009, when I met Travis Scott, I was running a site called earmilk.com with my friends Trey and Blake. And I was a junior level software engineer, and I just finished working for MySpace Music. So I worked in the technology side of music. For Travis, what we did was fake his popularity. I programmed a fleet of SoundCloud bots to artificially inflate his play counts on SoundCloud. This told record label executives that he was much more popular than he actually was. We also did the same thing early on with Twitter. You may have noticed, and somebody made a joke about it, that his early followers could make an omelet because they were all eggs. We used software to enhance his visibility via the wrong means.
All right, so once again, I gotta say that this is him just being petty, right? The whole he left him in the basement, that's crazy. Could definitely be true. From what I've seen, it damn sure looked like Travis Scott would do some shit like that. Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, it do. Does it have anything to do with the festival situation? No, not really. If Travis Scott is a bad person, then that's just that. It doesn't have anything to do with the festival. But that's a crappy ass move if that's true, fam. And as far as the whole inflating numbers, that's nothing that I did not know about the industry, fam. Like, newsflash, guys. Anybody that's at the top, they either got there from being nasty or doing something dirty. That's just the way it is. I'm not even hating on them. Whatever. I'm not prepared to do that. I'd rather just have the organic and have people that rock with me. That's how I move, the independent route. So I knew that people that do the stuff, the major route, they all inflate their numbers. He's not exposing anything. The fact that he added that to his comment on this situation does show some kind of level of personal grudge and pettiness. And now I'm going to expose you. And what that also tells me is you just don't give a F about anyone knowing that you doing some sleazy stuff too as well, fam. You inflating numbers out here? Are we supposed to respect you after you just admitted that? What are you doing now? Are you inflating Spotify numbers? But listen, that's different. That's a whole different topic. I can't respect that. And as far as Travis Scott being a bad person, I've seen things that make it look like he's not, I guess, caring, or like he just don't give a F. It's like that whole anarchy lifestyle. I'm an anarchist, but that I don't be doing that. I don't be, hey, jump off the balcony. Yeah, like that's no, don't do that. I just want to be free. That's all, man. That is all, man. But I would like to actually play this clip that I'm seeing a lot of people not play of Travis Scott actually trying to help during the concert. Like no one's really sharing this, and I got to be unbiased. Let me share it, and then I'll give you guys my comment on it.
We need somebody to help him. Somebody pass out right here. Somebody pass out right here. No, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Everybody just back up. Right here. No, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Everybody just back up. Security, somebody help jump in real quick. Keep going. Somebody jump in. Come on. Security, get it down. Let's get it down.
So that shows Travis Scott did try to help in some way, fam. He did try to help. Maybe he didn't know the severity. I'm high. He didn't know how bad it was, okay? There's a possible chance. Loud music. Did he rally up his fans and like get pumped up to do a lot of craziness his entire career? Hell yeah, fam. Did that add to this mix? Yeah. In my opinion, he does take some responsibility, but we have to show the good with the bad. He did try to help to some degree. I have to also state that not that many people are talking about the company that threw the events. What was it, Live Nation, if I'm not mistaken? The people that threw the event, the concert, they need to receive some blame too as well. Why did they not have the proper amount of ambulance and medical staff there? Why wasn't there more security? When they seen the footage of the stampede that everyone keeps mentioning, even though they do it out of place, like it happened in the daytime, that was like a few hours before Travis Scott was even there or performing. But the concert people or the festival people definitely had to see that footage of people breaking in. They definitely had to see that. Why didn't you beef up security, beef up the medical staff? Like, you just didn't care. Oh, because that makes it look like it's going to be exciting. Maybe we could sell more tickets. I don't think that Travis Scott was aware of the ticket sales. He did put out tweets saying, I want to sneak people in and all this other stuff. But is he actually aware of how many people are at the concert or festival? Is he aware how many people bought tickets, how many seats? No, he's not. So I do think he takes some responsibility in this, but man, small smidget, just a little small. It should be more at the venue. But guys, let me know what your opinion is in the comment section. I really want to hear it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe. And if you extra nasty, check me out on Patreon or join my channel memberships. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. Follow me on all my social media platforms. The link should be in the description. See you guys later.